Alright, so recently everyone's been asking me to talk about the what's going on with Smokey. And I've gotten asked enough times, and I said I was going to put this video out, but it's been delayed and changed, and for reasons I'll get into, and I've had to modify this so many times. This will probably be my 4th or 5th time doing this, so I was originally going to address Knock's first video because he levied some stuff at me too, but I'll address that on my Thursday show. I can't say more due to the nature of the case and my proximity to the case in regards to any additional information that people might want. I talked to my attorney, Bill, Jewish last name, and I ran some of the stuff I was going to say by him, and he's given me a revised version of how I should phrase things. And I imagine in the future some people are going to read in between the lines here, and that's not my fault at this point. If people draw inferences or conclusions based on the information I'm going to provide, then that's up to them. To the best of my knowledge, and as far as I can recall, Smokey's first name is not Joshua. Smokey did not live in North Carolina in 2017, and Smokey was not born in 1982. Furthermore, these are accusations against this individual. Not a single one of them led to a conviction. So this person was accused of a crime but never convicted of a crime. A charge is different than a conviction. I do want to make one quick observation here, that Knock is saying, basically, why wouldn't you, come out and just say you didn't do it? Well, it's because of the nature of the court case. He can't actually, and I'm privy to this information for reasons that I'll get into one day. Because of ongoing litigation, he can't, unfortunately, state that without implicating somebody else, if that makes sense. So the case is far more complicated than just what other people think is going on. And when I say the case, what I mean by that is litigation that Smokey Saint is currently pursuing against other people, not the previous case that we discussed at the beginning of this video. And again, these are just allegations against the individual in question that was linked in the article that Thick Shades put up on his channel, basically inferring that this person was Smokey Saint. And there have been other people in this community, like Jim Majors, who not got in trouble with Aaliyah Kai and Jen Aldrich for going to bat for when he had allegations of misconduct and of a sexual nature against him, and he was never charged or convicted that I'm aware of. So it'd be a real shonda if Knock didn't apply the same standard of evidence. So as far as I know, some of the people who might be getting served or subpoenas or might be involved in this are Andy Cap, Sister Sunshine, Ryan the Presbyterian, Thick Shades, Brucifer, and there's a handful of others too that aren't worth mentioning. And Knock might be getting sued. I have no fucking concrete idea on that one. At the moment, me and Smokey just kind of talk casually, because now it's all in the lawyer's hands, but I think it would be pretty funny, because Knock was going on thinking that he would win his case, but it doesn't even matter if he's right or wrong from a legal perspective, because what ends up happening a lot of times is, since Knock would be the one who would be getting sued, he would get a public defender, and public defenders more oftentimes than not tell you to either settle or plead down. So unless Knock managed to crowdfund or he has some money, because he sure as hell doesn't have access to an audience that would be able to crowdfund enough for him to get a decent lawyer. In that regard, I think Knock would be fucked. Like, actually fucked. So I wouldn't recommend it. And this is the thing that we've had with people like Von Helton and others in the past, is that if you have access to money in this country, you can basically do whatever you want, because if you don't have access to proper legal representation by not having enough money, you just end up getting shafted by the system anyway. I mean, if I was looking at this with a pair of fresh eyes from an outsider's perspective, I would have to say that it's not Smokey, just based on the evidence that I've provided here. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is, I thought it was real funny that somebody who is involved on the doxing side of this against Smokey is actually a registered sex offender in the state of Ohio. And it'd be a real, like, the ultimate fucking Shonda if someone were to, I don't know, just happen to read the registry, just all of the names, and it just happened that a particular name sounded a lot like another guy that might be involved in this. That would be a real fucking Shonda. Hey, I think one of you retards dropped this.